I Married My Ex-Wife, a short story by Emma Lascaux, narrated today by Howard MacDonald. Chapter 1. The Tempestuous Reunion. In the heart of London, nestled between tall, imposing edifices and bustling streets, lay a bistro known only to those in the know. It was the kind of place where people went to be seen yet unseen, where the famous and infamous mingled with the ordinary under a cosy, dimmed ambience. The place buzzed with whispers of private plots and clandestine love affairs, yet retained an alluring charm of its own. It was in this haven of secrets that Richard Conway, a man known for his fortune and charisma, found himself waiting. His eyes, as blue as the summer sky, darted over his cufflinks, then to his Rolex, and finally rested on the entrance. A sigh escaped his lips, forming a cloud of tension in the chilled air. He'd agreed to this meeting, but he wasn't sure why. Perhaps it was curiosity, or perhaps it was the unfinished business that had haunted him for years. As the door creaked open, the dim light caught a silhouette that made Richard's heart lurch. It was her, Caroline, his ex-wife. She was as radiant as he remembered, perhaps even more so. Time had been kind to her, etching elegance onto her every feature. Her fiery red hair cascaded around her shoulders, the curls bouncing with every step she took. Her emerald eyes sparkled with a mysterious glint as she sauntered in, turning heads and silencing whispers. Caroline had always had that effect, a presence that demanded attention. "Richard," she purred as she slid into the booth across from him. Her lips curved into a smirk that sent a shiver down his spine. "You haven't changed." "Neither have you, Caroline," he managed, his voice steady despite the turmoil within. "Still turning up fashionably late," she laughed, a sound as melodious as the jazz playing softly in the background. "Some things never change, do they?" she said, her gaze meeting his, and for a moment the world around them blurred. The whispers, the clinking glasses, the soft music, all faded into insignificance. It was as if they were back to being Richard and Caroline, a whirlwind couple that had once captivated the city. Their conversation flowed as freely as the wine. They talked about everything and nothing, their words dancing around the elephant in the room. But as the night wore on, the truth that had brought them together couldn't be ignored. There was an offer on the table, an opportunity to rekindle what they'd once had. As he looked at Caroline, her face glowing in the dim light, he could see the flicker of hope in her eyes. It mirrored his own feelings, the desire to rewrite their story. But their past was not one to be trifled with. It was a tumultuous saga of love and loss, of passion and betrayal. Would they dare to retrace those steps? The night ended with a promise, an agreement to embark on this unpredictable journey. As Richard bid Caroline goodbye, he could feel a familiar fire rekindle within him. He had once married this woman, and he was about to do it again. And so, under the London sky, a new chapter began, a chapter filled with longing and desire, with the promise of love and the threat of heartbreak. It was a tempestuous reunion indeed, one that marked the beginning of an extraordinary tale. A tale of two people who were about to marry their ex-spouse. I Married My Ex-Wife is comprised of 6 chapters. To watch or listen to all 6 chapters, why not subscribe to the Romance Diaries? Or if you want to experience your own real-life romance, why not visit one of our sponsors by clicking on a link in the description. The next chapter is Chapter 2, Flames Rekindled, Secrets Unearthed.